If you're working with a tight budget and you want a good 1080p gaming experience, I understand you, and that's why I will show you the best budget Prebuilt gaming PCs for the month of November in 2022. And before starting, I want to say that Black Friday is around the corner and I will be uploading a bunch of deals, so if you want to wait a bit longer to buy a gaming PC, we will have a bunch of deals for that time. And if you've been watching my content, a lot of these PCs are the same from the last month, and that's because the market didn't change as much, but there are some new deals that you will definitely like. So if you're searching for a 1080p gaming PC or even 1440p for the best deals here, you came to the right place. All of these gaming PCs will be provided down below in the video description, so if you want to check the latest pricing, go down below and check it yourself. That said, let's start. With the first one, we have the 2021 HP Pavilion gaming desktop. This one is going for $515, and if you don't know anything about computers and components, I will explain what this PC is capable of doing right after I tell you about these components. For the CPU, you get the Ryzen 5 5600G with 6 cores and 12 threads, and this is going to be enough for 1080p gaming. You definitely don't need more than this. It has integrated graphics, but this PC has also a dedicated GPU, the RX 5500, which is similar to the GTX 1650 Super. It's around a 4% slower, but once again, definitely enough for 1080p gaming. And if you're just starting and you want to play games like Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, or even games like GTA 5, medium to high settings, this is a nice PC to start with for the price of $500. You will be achieving 60 plus FPS in all of those games, and for games like Minecraft, Valorant, CSGO, and Fortnite, you will be achieving more than 120 FPS, which is pretty decent for the price. And if you want to upgrade something, I would recommend you upgrading the RAM to 16 gigs since you will notice a difference, and then I would upgrade the storage to at least 500 gigs of SSD or adding an extra 1TB of hard drive. That way you get more storage to download a bunch of games, but this is not necessary at first. If you don't have the money to do it, I completely understand, but I highly recommend you doing this down the line. The second PC is the Victus 15L. This time it's $600 and you will be getting a much better gaming experience. The price for you will be between $735 and $800, and let me explain why. The GPU that it comes with the $6 version of this system is the RX 6400, which is similar to the GTX 1650. I do not recommend this GPU right now for most games, but if you're going to play just Roblox and Minecraft, then this will be enough. But if you want something that's better for every single game, 1080p, 60 plus FPS on average no matter the game, then I recommend you clicking on customize and buy, changing the graphics card to the GTX 1660 Super, and the price will be $735. Now my other recommendation is adding 1 extra terabyte of hard drive, and you will have both the 256 gigs of SSD and the terabyte of hard drive. You will have plenty of storage to put your favorite games on the SSD and also big large games on the hard drive. You also get 8 gigs of RAM here, so I do recommend you upgrading the RAM if your budget allows, but let me tell you that you get 2x4 gigs of RAM, so the performance is not going to be as bad as the last one because it's on dual channel, and the RAM speeds are 3200 MHz, which is pretty decent for the price. So if you don't want to add the hard drive, the price will be $735, and if you add the hard drive, will be around $800, but you will be getting a system that's much better for 1080p gaming than the last one. I don't want anyone in the comment section saying that building a PC yourself is better, because we all know that it's better, and if you're willing to build a PC, then go ahead and do it. I have a bunch of videos about PC builds, but people that don't want to build a PC by themselves, they want a good PC for these prices, so please stop commenting that PC builds are better. We all know that. Now for $900, which at the end it will be $850 because you have a coupon that you can apply at checkout just by checking a box, we have the Skytech Nebula gaming system. This one has the i3-12100F, a really good CPU for 1080p and even 1440p gaming, and we have the RTX 3050, which is like the GTX 1660 Super with ray tracing and DLSS. But anyway, do not buy this PC if your main goal is ray tracing. If you want to do ray tracing, you're looking to spend at least $1,400 on a Prebuilt system. You also get 500 gigs of SSD, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM at 3200 MHz, and a 600 watt 80 plus coil power supply. This system is much better in terms of upgradability than any of the systems that I mentioned before. So if you want a gaming PC that's great for 1080p right now, in any single game, but you will be also upgrading a bunch of stuff down the line, this one is definitely for you. It's a system integrator, meaning that you can change anything inside of this PC, and you also get that front mesh panel. The case is beautiful and you get much better airflow. Like I said before, if you want good gaming performance at 1080p, good airflow and great upgradability, this is one of the best gaming PCs that you can get for $850. And like I previously said, there's no game at 1080p that you won't be able to run at 60 frames per second, but of course that depends on the settings. With the next one we have another one from Skytech. This time is the Blaze 3.0 and it's on a huge 10% discount, so you end up saving $110 and you get a system with the i5 12400F, so we have a better CPU than the last one, and you get the 3060, which is much better than the 3050. So if your budget allows, this one will be much better than the last one. And guys, if you don't know anything about GPUs and gaming systems, the RTX 3060 is a whopping 33% faster than the 3050. So if a 3050 was enough for 1080p, this one is way more than enough for that resolution, and you can even start gaming at 1440p depending on the game and depending on the settings. For the other components, you get the same 500 gigs of NVMe SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, a 600 watt 80 plus volt power supply, so everything aside from the GPU and CPU remains the same, but you will get a much better gaming experience, and because you get that 12400F and 6 cores, you will get also a better system for streaming and multitasking, which might be really important for you. And the number one on this video is the Victus 15L, that's $1,000, but after a coupon code that you will have down below in the video description, it will be $950. I read a comment the other day about someone saying that I like these Victus 15L PCs, and that is true because they are a really good deal. I've tested one myself, so I can safely say that they perform really good. And if you don't want to upgrade a bunch of stuff down the line, I think that these are the best options for you in terms of price to performance. This one has the Ryzen 7 5700G, which is similar to the 12400F in terms of performance, maybe a bit worse, but it is going to be better in terms of content creation, so if that's something that concerns you, the CPU is better than the last one. Then you get 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of SSD, but you also get an extra terabyte of hard drive, and you get the RX 6600 XT, which is around 13% faster than the RTX 3060. So if you want the best performance for 1080p, the highest frame rates, and it's also cheaper than the last one, I think that this one will be your best option, and it's on a huge $350 discount right now. And then you add the coupon code, you end up saving $400 for a great 1080p experience. And just like the last one, you can do some 1440p gaming. It's not going to be the best performance for 1440p, but if you want to play games like GTA 5 or even games like Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1440p, let's say medium settings, this will perform at 60 plus FPS on average, which is amazing. And for esports titles, this will be able to achieve more than 200 FPS. So if you got value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, click that bell button for those Black Friday deals coming really soon. But before leaving, I want to say that if you're willing to build a PC yourself, you might be getting better value depending on your budget and depending on your needs. And that's why I highly recommend you watching my playlist about PC builds for every single budget. You will have that in the top right of the screen, so if you want the best performance for the price, you will have it there. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.